It had gotten to the point where I felt like I didn't want to be alive anymore. I mean, I was having intrusive thoughts that I've never had before. Luckily for me, I was incredibly close with Coach Dobbins at this point. I found softball about in 6th or 7th grade. It was really an outlet for me to put my anxiety, the excessive worrying that I felt with the OCD, and kind of tailor it into something that was more productive. And while it was very helpful, it also didn't allow me to work through some things that I could have developed coping skills for without sports. I was a huge perfectionist. I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted to work as hard as I could, put all the time in so that there was nothing, no stone left unturned. I'd done it all. It was a dark hole for me because you never can do enough when you're having that sort of mentality. When do you say enough is enough? I got on the mound against Missouri and I couldn't physically throw my changeup. I was uncontrollably shaking on the mound. My hands were going numb because I wasn't breathing. It felt like the world was ending to me. It had gotten to the point where I felt like I didn't want to be alive anymore. I mean, I was having intrusive thoughts that I've never had before. Luckily for me, I was incredibly close with Coach Dobbins at this point. So I was so blessed to have her involved in it because I was I'm having these thoughts, I'm having these feelings, this isn't me. I'm scared of me at this point. And so we decided when I was in Pittsburgh that when we got home, we would go immediately to the emergency room. I knew that if I wanted to actually get better, I was going to have to be monitored 24/7 and actually break habits. And I was all in on that decision. I was hesitant as to whether I was making the right decision withdrawing from school, but I knew deep down it was what I needed. And what was really special was that, my coaches also knew that that was what I needed. As time went on, I was realizing that being away from the sport and actively playing the sport was giving me a huge opportunity to fully recover. I medically retired in August of 2020. And then I was a student coach for the entirety of the fall. The 2 previous times I'd redshirted, I'd always loved still being involved in the pitching and feeling like I was making other people better. I had no intention. I never wanted to touch the mound again. Had no desire. And then 2 of our pitchers were out with serious injuries, our top 2 pitchers. We were maybe I could come back. And I really struggled with not wanting to make a decision that was putting me on the back burner. I slowly was able to kind of shift my thinking to how cool would it be for me to get back out there and show myself I could do it? I win just by stepping on the field again. I think I couldn't believe that I was doing it. It was special because to know that I could get out there and pitch 7 innings and have a tough game and still be okay mentally and walk off the field and be how awesome is that? It's amazing because 2 years ago, I was sitting in the hospital not wanting to be alive. To be able to rewrite not only the ending of my career, but also the memories that I have in these places is something that I wouldn't have been able to do if I hadn't returned to the sport.